said that she bought a 70 slipper since February from a supplier on 1688, and the supplier sent the tracking number to her, and she forwarded the tracking number to her warehouse address manager to help them confirm if they receive it or not, but they can't track that item. So this simply means that this supplier did not ship out that item. That's the first thing. The supplier failed to ship the item, and the supplier collected the money and is going to be marking it on 1688 that he has fulfilled that order, that it has delivered it. That is the new way that supplier are using to scam you now. So you need to really be careful, and I'm going to be showing you how to avoid it as much as possible.
Hello beautiful set of people, you're welcome back to today's edifying tutorial on how you can start mini importation business yourself. Of course, I am your regular host. My name is Samuel Joshua, and this is the voice of Zion Hub Logistics, right? So in case you are coming across our YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly do well to hit that subscription button. Just click on it. It is free. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, then turn on the notification bell, so whenever we post another helpful content like this, YouTube will be able to notify you that Zion Hub Logistics has already posted another helpful tutorial. And if you guys are a return subscribers, thank you guys for coming back to watch our tutorial. So if you also discover that my background is changed, my microphone is not there, this is a new update that I need to share with you. I'm not presently at home. Yeah, that's why you're not seeing my office chair, you're not seeing my certificates, and you're not seeing my microphone, right? I'm not presently around, but I need to show you guys this video because a lot of people are falling into this pit. So guys, in today's tutorial, we are going to be looking at a 2-in-1 video, right? So the first tutorial is the new way that 1688 supplier are now using to scam their buyers. This really sounds like what you're interested in. We are going to be looking at 2 topics in one video. The first one is the new way that 1688 supplier are using to scam the buyers. Now, this really saddened my heart, right? It really saddened my heart because we are trying to patronize these people. And what I think some of them are now trying to outsmart us, which is very, very sad, right? That is the first video. And the second video I'm going to be showing you inside this same video is how you can track your item. We get to discover now that we have fake tracking numbers on 1688. So please don't let these people brainwash you, right? So in today's tutorial, that is what we are going to be looking at, right? But before we dive into it, if you haven't subscribed, before we start watching, please go and subscribe, right? So I also recorded a video before this time on how you can identify a scammer on 1688. So after watching this video, or before you watch it, try to check in the description button of this tutorial. You will see the video there is going to be showing on how you can know a scammer. Like if you are visiting a store for the very first time, you want to confirm if this is a genuine supplier or not. So you can go and watch it. So after you must have done watching that video, then you want to come back to this new method that this guy are using to scam people on 1688 now. So please, I want you to watch it. Don't skip any part of it because you don't know that maybe the part that you are going to be skipping is the part that you will need the most. So please don't skip any part of this tutorial, right? And the reason why I said that is you need to watch it to the very end, right? So if this really sounds like what you are interested in, you want to watch the video to the very end. And we are also available for procurement. If you want us to help you do procurement, if you want us to do sourcing for you, if you want us to help you do, we also do trainings. If you want to do trainings on idle fish, pindodo, taobao, 16 for procurement. If you want us to help you do procurement, if you want us to do sourcing for you, if you want us to help you do, we also do trainings. If you want to do trainings on idle fish, pindodo, taobao, 1688, general at large importation, China importation at large, we do procurement. And if you want us to mentor you, we're also available for mentorship, right? You can also reach out to us on the number displaying on your screen right now, right? So without further more ado, let's dive into the tutorial.
You really need to step up your game, and you really need to be smart enough when you are dealing with suppliers in China, most especially on 1688. There is this new update that I'm going to be sharing with you in this tutorial. The update simply is into the video. This video is in form of two-in-one now. So the first one is the new updates, like the latest one that suppliers are now using to scam their buyers on this platform. What do I mean by this? Recently, there are a lot of issues, there are a lot of complaints coming up in my DM. A lot of people complaining that whenever they buy an item on this platform, that the supplier will give them the tracking number, and for them to complete, for them to get the tracking number, send it to their warehouse address, they will find out that that item is nowhere to be found, like the tracking number is not real, that the tracking number is fake. So let me just explain this in a very quick form. Now let me go to my WhatsApp. I want to show you guys something now. Now this is one of my students. She said that she's having a little issue, that she would love to ask me a question. Now let me quickly see this. Now this is where we started. She said she wanted to ask me a question here, right? So this is one of my students that I do procurement for. So she now sent me this tracking number here. This tracking number, you can see it here. This is Hyundai Express, and this is the tracking number. This is the tracking number of these goods. So she told me that this is it here. She still sent the same tracking number to me here again. This is the tracking number of what she bought. Now this was her question. She said that this is what she said here. She says that she bought 70 slippers since February, and this is the tracking code is sent to me. But the logistic house, which is our logistics, right? Our logistic company did not receive it yet, and it is impossible for me to track it either. Now, this is her question. She said that she bought a 70 slipper since February from a supplier on 1688, and the supplier sent the tracking number to her, and she forwarded the tracking number to her warehouse address manager to help them confirm if they receive it or not, but they can't track that item. So this simply means that this supplier did not ship out that item. That's the first thing. The supplier failed to ship the item, and the supplier collected the money and is going to be marking it on 1688 that he has fulfilled that order, that it has delivered it. That is the new way that supplier are using to scam you now. So you need to really be careful, and I'm going to be showing you how to avoid it as much as possible. Just make sure you watch this video to the very end, and make sure you don't want to skip any part of this video. Now, after she asked that question, I now help her to track the item. This is the screenshot I sent to her here, and this is the tracking number of what she sent to me. And you can see here that I help her to confirm that this item is not found. That means is a fake tracking number. That means it is not real at all. That means that tracking number does not exist. That is the first thing I need you to know. Now, how do you avoid this? How do you avoid this? Let's go back to our 1688 now, and let's get it into action, and let's get into the practical aspect of it. Now, that is the first tutorial I'm going to be showing you, how you can track your item yourself after you must have made your payment. Now, making a payment does not guarantee that this supplier is now going to be delivering these stuffs for you. This is where you need to be more careful now when you are importing from 1688. It's not as if I'm using this video to scare you. Do you get it? But you want to apply your senses as much as you can. Now let me go to my profile here to show you guys something. Now this is my profile, right? This is my profile. I needed to confirm something for you guys, so you won't feel like this guy is teaching you something else, right? So let me click on this. I bought these two items. Let me click on this one on transit here. So now After you must have make your payment, you know I told you that this video is going to be in two form. The first one is how you can um the new method that those people are using to scam, which I've already told you now. And the second video is how you can track it to avoid being scammed. That is the two-in-one tutorial. So now this is an item that I procured of recently. These two items here. So now, once you must have, this is how to avoid it now. Once you must have make a payment, please don't sleep. This is where you want to start the main action till the item got to your warehouse address. Now, after you must have ship your item, after you must have paid for your item, right? Now, it's 1688 management will give the supplier like 1 day to fulfill the order, to go and deliver it. So within that 1 day, the supplier will provide you a tracking number. Now, how does your tracking number look like? This is ETA. Let me click on this guy to show you what no, sorry. Let me click on this guy here to show you what the tracking number will look like. Now, some people normally misquote it. Now, this is not your tracking number, right? This is your tracking number here. This will always be your tracking number. The ones that start with 78 and ends with 22, that is your tracking number. And if you want to copy it, just click here to copy it. Now, pay attention. Now that this supplier are now updating fake tracking numbers, how do you get yourself out of this mess? Immediately your supplier updates your app that he has already sent that item out, you want to copy this tracking number and track it yourself. Don't even send it to your warehouse address yet. This is where you want to apply more senses now to your business, because everybody is doing mini importation business to make more profit. So it won't be making any senses why at the long run you are still running into loss, you are still having issues with your supplier, right? So now this is where you want to do your proper checkup if this tracking number is real or not. Now, another thing you want to take note, I'm still coming back to the tracking number, please. Another thing you want to take note, we have different carrier services in China. So take note of the carrier service that the supplier use. Now, this is ZTO Express Logistics. They help you move your item from one place to the other. They deliver, they run errands. So this supplier use ZTO Express, and this is their logo, because that is what we are going to be using to track it. So the first thing you want to do now is to track this item. You want to come here to copy it. You are going to click on this guy here to copy this tracking number. Once you copy out the tracking number, you want to make sure that this item, this tracking number is real. That's the first thing. And once you confirm that it's real, you will now forward it to your shipping company. But if you detected that the item is nowhere to be found, go and hold your supplier responsible as far as possible, as much as possible. If it is possible, go and ask for refund. Please, you need to make